It's Tuesday, May 20th, 2025. Breaking news. Tonight, Washington just dropped a bill so shady it ought to come with a burner phone. It's called the Genius Act, guiding and establishing national innovation for U.S. stablecoins. This bill, backed by the crypto industry and quietly cheered by the White House, sets up the first formal regulatory framework for stablecoins. Those dollar-peg tokens that let crypto bros pretend they're playing banker. Sounds smart, right? Until you realize it opens the door for tech giants and political dynasties to start minting their own digital dollars like it's Monopoly night. Supporters call it necessary innovation. Critics call it a slow-motion car crash with a front-row seat reserved for Mark Zuckerberg and Donald Trump. Senator Elizabeth Warren says the bill is basically an open invitation for corruption, pointing to Trump's own stablecoin, USD1, issued through his family's crypto company, World Liberty Financial. That coin was just used by an Abu Dhabi firm to finance a $2 billion deal with Binance, essentially cutting Trump in on the action. And while Democrats originally balked, some are now folding like lawn chairs, citing the inevitability of blockchain finance. Translation: they're tired of fighting and want a slice of the pie before it's all gone. But the real red flag? This bill gives tech giants like Meta and Amazon a pathway to become too big to bail, offering their own stablecoins with barely a speed bump from regulators. Think 2008, but this time your bailout's happening inside a shopping app. And if you think stablecoins can't collapse, just ask anyone who held USDC during the Silicon Valley Bank implosion in 2023, before the government quietly stepped in with a bailout. So yeah, call it what it is, a genius move for the elite and a setup for the rest of us. I'm Max Voltz, and this is CryptoWars, where every regulatory breakthrough smells like another rigged hand of fiat poker. Meanwhile, down in the Lone Star State, Texas is about to go full Bitcoiner. SB 21, a bill to create a state-run Bitcoin reserve, just passed its second reading in the House with a 105-23 bipartisan yeehaw. One more vote, and it hits Governor Abbott's desk, where it's expected to get signed faster than a rodeo contract. This makes Texas the third U.S. state to build its own strategic stash of Bitcoin, after New Hampshire and Arizona. The goal? Diversify the state's treasury and hedge against, well, America. But Texas isn't going full degen. Only assets with a $500 billion market cap held for 2 years make the cut. Translation: Bitcoin or bust. The result? Bitcoin surged past 106K just as the state started eyeing it like a longhorn eyeing fresh grass. Texas just added Satoshi to its state budget. And in an unexpected plot twist, the SEC just blinked. New Chairman Paul Atkins told Congress today the agency is ditching the regulation by ambush model and building actual rules for crypto markets. He's backing a new crypto task force that's been holding roundtables on securities, custody, and DeFi. He even wants to shut down the old innovation hub and integrate crypto thinking across the entire SEC. So instead of making policy through lawsuits, they're now using policy. It's a big shift. For the first time in years, the SEC isn't treating crypto like a crime scene, it's treating it like a legitimate market. In other signs of the end times, Jim Cramer now says Bitcoin is a safe haven. Yep, CNBC's resident flip-flop just told investors to calm down after Moody's downgraded U.S. debt, calling Bitcoin and gold smart hedges against fiscal chaos. Cramer, who once mocked crypto harder than a Thanksgiving drunk uncle, now says fear must be tamed. He warns that panic plays into the hands of short sellers, not smart investors. Bitcoin, meanwhile, is holding firm above 105K. With open interest in futures hitting 74 billion, assigned traders are leaning in, not backing out. If even Cramer is turning pro-Bitcoin, you know the fiat system's starting to creak. And finally, because we're now living in the parody timeline, Justin Sun just revealed he's the top holder of Trump's Dollar Trump meme coin. His reward? A seat at an exclusive dinner hosted by the president himself for the top 220 token holders. Top 25 get a separate reception because nothing says decentralization like velvet ropes. Sun holds 1.4 million Trump tokens, worth $19 million, and described himself on X as Trump's top fan. This is the same Justin Sun who once ate a duct-taped banana as performance art and is still facing SEC charges for alleged market manipulation. And now he's breaking bread with the President of the United States. Meanwhile, Dollar Trump coin, 80% of which is controlled by Trump-affiliated entities, has surged again, proving the only utility it really needs is proximity to power. Critics are screaming conflict of interest. The White House says, "Don't worry, it's all in a trust run by his kids." That's tonight's transmission, folks. I'm Max Voltz, and this is Crypto Wars. If this hits you like a freedom grenade, reload us with your support. Subscribe, share, and tell a friend before the signal jams. In this crypto war, your voice is our gunpowder. Good night, stay sovereign, and stay spicy.